Have you ever found yourself thinking, I really should be more active, but then a nagging knee, a stiff back, or just a fear of injury hold you back? Or perhaps you've tried a new activity, only to wake up the next day feeling more pain than progress, leading you to believe that staying active in your 60s and beyond is an invitation for aches and strains? If this sounds familiar, you're certainly not alone in these concerns. It's a common misconception that as we gracefully navigate into our golden years, intense exercise is the only path to fitness, or that aches and pains are an inevitable consequence of movement. The truth is, staying active after 60 is not just beneficial. It's essential for maintaining independence, boosting mood, supporting cognitive function, and enhancing overall quality of life. But the key lies in how we approach movement, gently, mindfully, and in ways that honor our bodies. Today, we're going to explore 5 incredibly effective yet gentle ways to stay active without putting unnecessary strain on your body. This isn't about pushing your limits or becoming an elite athlete. It's about finding joyful, sustainable ways to integrate movement into your daily life that leave you feeling invigorated, not injured. Imagine moving with greater ease, experiencing less stiffness, having more energy for the things you love, and feeling confident in your body's capabilities rather than fearing its limitations. These aren't just exercises. They're invitations to a more vibrant, mobile, and fulfilling chapter of your life. So, if you're ready to discover how to stay active, feel stronger, and move with greater freedom, all while protecting your precious body, then settle in. Let's embark on this journey together. Before we dive into our 5 gentle ways, let's briefly touch on why being active is so crucial after 60. Regular movement helps maintain muscle mass, which naturally declines with age. It keeps our joints flexible and lubricated, improves bone density, supports heart health, boosts our immune system, and can even sharpen our minds and elevate our mood by releasing those wonderful feel-good hormones. The goal is to move more, but smartly and safely. 1. The power of intentional walking, more than just steps. Our first way to stay active without hurting your body is the power of intentional walking. We all walk, but walking with intention transforms it from a simple chore into a powerful, low-impact exercise. This isn't about speed or distance initially, but about consistency, posture, and mindful engagement. It's gentle on the joints, accessible to almost everyone, and offers immense physical and mental benefits. Let me introduce you to Arthur, a retired school principal, 73 years old. Arthur loved his daily walks, but found that he was often distracted by his thoughts or rushing, and occasionally experienced knee stiffness afterwards. He thought walking was just about getting steps in. He found that he would often skip walks on days he felt tired, believing it wasn't making much difference. We discussed transforming his walk into an intentional activity. This meant focusing on his posture, shoulders back, head up, a gentle swing of his arms. It also involved mindful awareness, noticing the rhythm of his breath, the feeling of his feet on the ground, the sights and sounds around him. We suggested starting with just 15 to 20 minutes daily, gradually increasing duration as he felt comfortable and always listening to his body. Arthur started by setting a specific time for his daily intentional walk, treating it as a non-negotiable part of his day. He chose a scenic route in a local park, which encouraged him to slow down and appreciate his surroundings. He quickly noticed a significant difference. His knee stiffness decreased, and he felt more energized and mentally refreshed after his walks. The intentional focus made the activity feel less like a chore and more like a meditative practice. He found that by being present during his walks, he reduced stress and improved his mood. Intentional walking isn't just about moving your legs. It's about engaging your body and mind in a gentle, sustainable way that strengthens you from the inside out. 2. Water-based exercises. Gentle support for joints. Our second incredibly gentle yet effective way to stay active is through water-based exercises. The buoyancy of water dramatically reduces the impact on your joints, making it ideal for those with arthritis, joint pain, or recovering from injury. Water provides natural resistance, which helps to build strength and endurance without the strain of land-based activities. Consider Eleanor, a retired accountant in her late 60s who suffered from persistent hip and knee pain due to osteoarthritis. She loved the idea of being active but found most exercises too painful. Even gentle walks would often leave her limping the next day, which was incredibly discouraging. She felt trapped by her pain. We suggested she explore water aerobics or simply walking in a local pool. The water supported her body weight, taking the pressure off her aching joints. She started by simply walking laps in the shallow end, focusing on controlled movements. Eventually, she joined a beginner water aerobics class designed for seniors. Eleanor was amazed by the immediate relief. In the water, she could move freely without the sharp pain she experienced on land. She found she could perform exercises she never thought possible, like gentle leg lifts and arm circles. Over time, her strength and flexibility improved, and surprisingly, her joint pain outside the water began to lessen too, as her muscles became stronger. She now attends her water aerobics class 3 times a week, chatting and laughing with new friends. Water-based exercises are a liberating way to build strength, improve mobility, and reduce pain, allowing you to experience the joy of movement without the fear of hurting your body. 3. Mindful movement. Tai Chi and gentle yoga for balance and flexibility. Our third powerful approach is mindful movement, particularly practices like Tai Chi and gentle yoga. These ancient disciplines focus on slow, controlled movements, deep breathing, and mindful awareness. They are fantastic for improving balance, flexibility, coordination, and strength, all while being incredibly gentle on your joints and calming for your mind. Let's meet Frank, a retired builder, 70 years old. Frank had always been strong and physically active, but in recent years, he noticed his balance wasn't as steady as it used to be, making him nervous about falls. He also felt increasingly stiff, limiting his range of motion. He was reluctant to try anything too strenuous or spiritual. We introduced him to a beginner Tai Chi class offered at his local community center. Tai Chi consists of a series of flowing, deliberate movements often described as meditation in motion. We emphasized that it wasn't about perfect execution, but about gentle, consistent practice. He also tried a gentle chair yoga class, focusing on stretches he could do comfortably while seated. Frank was surprised by how much he enjoyed the calm focus of Tai Chi. He found that the slow, deliberate movements significantly improved his balance and coordination, making him feel much more confident on his feet. The gentle yoga stretches ease his stiffness, and he noticed a greater range of motion in his hips and shoulders. Beyond the physical benefits, he found both practices incredibly calming for his mind, helping to reduce his daily stress. If you're finding these approaches resonate with you and you're ready to embrace joyful, pain-free movement in your life, we'd be so grateful if you could like this video. Subscribe to our channel for more gentle wisdom and practical advice on healthy aging, and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss our future empowering content. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's one gentle activity you've always wanted to try? For strength training with light resistance, building protection, not bulk. Our fourth way to stay active is strength training with light resistance. This might sound intimidating, but it's not about lifting heavy weights or building huge muscles. It's about preserving and building lean muscle mass, which is crucial for supporting your joints, improving balance, maintaining bone density, and making everyday tasks easier. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, so gentle strength training is incredibly protective. Consider Martha, a vibrant grandmother, 72 years old, who loved playing with her grandchildren, but found herself struggling to lift them or even carry heavy grocery bags. She also felt generally weaker and worried about losing her independence. She thought strength training was only for young people or bodybuilders and was afraid of injuring herself with weights. We suggested she start with very light resistance, focusing on proper form. This could involve bodyweight exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, or bicep curls using light water bottles or resistance bands, or using very light dumbbells 1 to 3 pounds. The emphasis was on controlled, slow movements, aiming for 8 to 12 repetitions per exercise, 2 to 3 times a week. Martha started doing chair squats while watching TV and used resistance bands to do gentle arm and leg exercises. She was careful to start slow and increase gradually. Within a few months, she was amazed at her newfound strength. She could lift her grandchildren with ease, carry her groceries without struggling, and felt more stable on her feet. She also noticed that her joints felt more supported, and her overall energy levels increased. Gentle strength training is an investment in your body's longevity and independence, building a protective shield around your joints and making everyday life much easier and more enjoyable. 5. Embrace everyday movement. Make life your workout. Our fifth and final way to stay active without hurting your body is to embrace everyday movement and make life your workout. This is about weaving activity into the fabric of your daily existence, rather than viewing exercise as a separate, dreaded task. It's about finding opportunities to move more, wherever you are, doing what you love. Let's look at George, a retired musician, 75 years old. George was quite sedentary, often spending hours practicing his instrument or reading. He knew he needed to be more active, but felt overwhelmed by the idea of a formal exercise routine. He enjoyed pottering around the house and garden, but didn't think of it as exercise. We encouraged George to think of his daily activities as opportunities for movement. This meant taking the stairs instead of the elevator whenever possible, parking a little further away at the grocery store, standing up and stretching during commercial breaks while watching TV, or actively tending to his garden rather than hiring someone. We also suggested he incorporate short bursts of activity throughout his day, like doing a few calf raises while waiting for kettle to boil or walking around the house while on the phone. George found that by making small, conscious choices to move more throughout the day, his overall activity level increased dramatically without feeling like exercise. He started enjoying his gardening more, realized it was a fantastic way to move his body. The short bursts of activity helped break up his long periods of sitting and increase his energy. He found himself feeling less stiff and more invigorated. Embracing everyday movement is a liberating approach that transforms mundane tasks into opportunities for wellness, making consistent activity a natural and enjoyable part of your life, rather than a forced obligation. So, there you have it. 5 incredibly effective yet gentle ways to stay active without hurting your body after 60. From an intentional walk to the supportive embrace of water, the calming flow of mindful movement, the protective strength of light resistance, and the joy of everyday activity. Each of these approaches offers a path to greater vitality and well-being. As you reflect on these insights, I encourage you to consider which of these ways resonates most deeply with you. What small, actionable step can you commit to taking this week to invite more gentle, joyful movement into your life? Remember, consistency is more important than intensity, and listening to your body is always key. Your body is incredibly resilient, and by moving it with care and intention, you can unlock years of active, vibrant living. We invite you to share your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Perhaps what you learned today, which activity you're most excited to try, or a gentle way you already stay active. Your experiences enrich our community and inspire others. If you found this video informative and presented with care, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable content designed to empower you in your golden years, and share with friends and family who could benefit from these gentle reminders. Together, we can build a community of active, joyful individuals who are embracing every movement, every day, without pain. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, your vitality and freedom of movement are truly invaluable.